Hi guys, it's me again, KOOL. How y'all going? So last night I uploaded a video and probably a few of you noticed it just disappeared. Well, YouTube gave me a strike, and it's because of this thumbnail that I've got up right now. I have covered Britney's naked body up because that's why I got the strike. Now, I've never ever in my life got a strike from a thumbnail. Usually they send you an email saying this thumbnail has been removed, please replace it. So I was quite shocked. I was like, this is a bit heavy-handed, Lou Taylor. And I appealed it and yay, I got it reinstated. I just had to change the thumbnail, which is usual protocol, YouTube. Anyway, I did say, and by the way, every single social platform has naked photos of Britney on it. And go and check your own platform, YouTube. There is hundreds of these pictures of Britney. I'm not doing anything no one else is, but it wasn't even one of her bussies. It was all little love hearts over blah, blah, blah. Today has been very big because I've got probably about 5 minutes of the Kfeds interview. It's coming up, but I just wanted to say that Sam is in damage control and man, he's in big trouble. He should have shut his bloody gob, stupid chicken head. Like, you know, trying to stick up for Britney, saying, oh, you know, she's just expressing herself. Those boys are old enough to understand. No, they're freaking not, man. Like, I've got an 18-year-old son. If I started putting anything up that was dodgy, like she does, he would lose his mind. I mean, I'm not even famous. It's just the way young sons or daughters would react. Nobody is going to like this. Nobody. I'm sorry. It's just freaking bizarre that anyone would try and stand up for this behavior. Sam, you've not only got the legs of a chicken, but I've now realized you have the brain of a chicken. That is correct. Pea brain. Basically, that you are that stupid. But he's come out today with another statement, which actually is worse than the one that yesterday. Let's have a quick look-see at it, hey? So, even if there was truth to her kids being ashamed of their mother's choices and positive body image, they wouldn't be the first teenagers embarrassed, isn't that spelt wrong, of their parents. Most kids are embarrassed. Yeah, it was. That first embarrassed was spelt wrong. Do spell check, chicken brain. Jesus. So most kids are embarrassed of their parents at one point. That's very true fact. Actually, I don't know if they ever stop being embarrassed of their parents. And until you become one, Sam, stop talking about it. I hate it when people who don't have kids think that they can put their 2 cents worth in because it is futile. Get a kid and then get back to me. That's all I'm saying. You may have an opinion, but don't freaking say that this is how it is. The mere presence of a parent can humiliate a teenager. Well, that doesn't happen in my house. All my son's friends love me. We have great chats, all of that. The only thing that I embarrass them about is when, I don't know, man, I might say something a little bit, you know, loose. And they all laugh, but they love it. That's why they love hanging out here because I'm very personable, if you know what I mean. They all come over, have some drinks. I'll sit out with them, have a drink, have a chat. Like, that's just normal. But anyway, you did grow up in Iran, so you're probably embarrassed of your parents, I'm sure, and they're embarrassed of you. So, it's so common. It has been the storyline used over and over on TV films for decades. Who the frig is writing this? Eventually, if not already, they will realize their mother's choices are harmless and an expression of a newly found freedom. There is nothing to be embarrassed about. Spelt it wrong again, you dickwad. There is nothing to be embarrassed about, just lots of things to be proud of. Aww, thanks, bird brain. You know what? There's a lot of things to be embarrassed about. Not only are the photos distasteful, they're very, like, sex trafficking, soft porn shit. Like, man, they're not attractive. And if she wants to have freedom, well, yeah, she can go naked on a beach. She can do all of that. She just doesn't need to post it. Like, you got to think about the kids. I mean, when I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago, my boy was still at school and he begged me, please don't ever show your face. I can't bear if anyone notices you. I'm just talking about pop culture. And he begged me, and I said, yep, no, it's fine. I'm going to respect his wishes. I don't want him to get bullied because his mother's freaking awesome. But you just got to take those things into account. I mean, they're very sensitive, teenagers, and bullying is rife. You don't need to do much, and bullying will occur. It is a bizarre concept how bad the bullying is amongst teenagers and kids. But anyway, I respected his wishes. I still haven't shown my face. A few of you may have seen maybe my face sometimes, but I hide it pretty well. And I just think her sons aren't just any old sons. They're sons of Britney Spears, and she's showing her whole freaking nude body on a weekly basis. Man, my son wouldn't talk to me either. This is not bizarre. I don't know why everyone is having a go at her kids and Kfed for saying this, because this is bizarre. I feel like I've entered the bizarro world, because of course they're going to be upset. And my personal opinion on Kfed doing this interview, he's basically speaking on behalf of his sons. They don't really want to be interviewed. I don't know if they're going to show up in the interview. I'm not too sure. But I can feel his pain. Like, my boys are seeing their mum like this. Anyone out there that's got a kid will be 100% behind what I'm saying. That you feel very sensitive. Like, you don't want to upset them in that type of way. You don't want them to be bullied. And can you imagine the crap that they have to go through at school? Oh yeah, saw your mum's freaking titties last night. Like, that's just the worst. Anyway, there's my rant for today. But hey, pretty happy I got my channel, because I wasn't going to be able to upload for a week. And I was like, this is when it's all heating up. It's all heating up. I can't not upload for a week. But thank God I'm back. I'm back. And I'm back on track. Yeah? Do you want to watch a little bit of the Kfed? I'll intervene a couple of times. But it's a pretty good interview. I just don't like how the camera's set up, because he's not front on. He keeps looking sideways at the interviewer, and it looks like the side eye. You'll see what I mean. Let's go.
It's kind of interesting to see how he fell in love, got in fights.
She was the pop superstar who fell in love with a dancer. The marriage of Britney Spears and Kevin Federline lasted only 3 years, but it produced 2 children. Jaden and Preston are teenagers now, and there are moments of togetherness in Britney's relationship with them, as this picture from last spring shows. But according to the boys' father, those moments are rare.
The boys have decided that, you know, they're not seeing her right now. It's been a few months since they've actually even seen her. They made the decision not to go to her wedding. There's a lot of things that were going on that they just didn't feel comfortable with. They made sure that I knew what was going on. And at that point, that was, you know, it was...
How did they make sure that you knew?
Well, they started sending me videos and certain things that they were like, look, I'm telling you that this is happening.
Well, there you
Britney
go.
Spears
Why would her
has posted
sons lie about their mum, who they actually love? I mean, think about it for a second. She always was having awesome fun with them, you know, out to dinner, Disneyland, all of that. Now, I don't think Kevin is having a go at her in any way. He's actually spoken very nicely and hasn't really bagged her out in any way, which he could. He'd be like, what are you frickin' doing, you psycho bish? Putting all that nude shit up when you got teenage sons. He could really let it rip, but I think he was quite good. And that's why I'm pretty solid that he's talking on behalf of these lads, you know? They're absolutely devastated. It's funny. He said how they, you know, were saying some weird shit's happening. And I saw that photo. The last photo that was ever posted when she was hiking with him was on the 2nd of March 2021. And the nudes didn't start appearing on her Instagram until the end of July 2021. So what was going on? I reckon a lot of crazy stuff. And I reckon Sam is an asshole with the chicken brain. And they don't like him either, but he's just not going to let that one out of the bag just yet.
Jamie Spears came to me and it's like, pretty much, I don't know what to do. I want to help. You know, my daughter, I want to help. I mean, this is I saw a man that really cared and really cares about his family and wanting everything to be okay, you know.
So you feel Jamie might have saved his daughter?
100%. I feel like he saved her back then.
That statement is going to make people lose their minds because a lot of people hate Jamie. I personally don't like him. I think he looks like a mean, nasty father. And to do that to your daughter for 13 years? Very wrong. But I like how he reiterated that Jamie did save her life back then. I mean, I saw it unraveling live. Every day there'd be a story about Britney being mad in a nightclub, in a 7-Eleven, wherever. But I just think that's why he made that point that he saved her life back then. Yeah, it went on for far too long and it was abusive. That is correct. But it'd be good to see an interview with the whole Bin Chicken clan, wouldn't it? Just to see what they all have to say. Because we're just Feds, only just tidbits of what's happening. But I'm so happy he's come out with this interview. Let's keep going.
I apologize for them, to them, for them, because I can't imagine how it feels to be a teenager, having to go to high school. Who knows how many people ask them about it or talk to them about it. And I try to explain to them, like, you know, look, that's maybe just another way that she tries to express herself, but it doesn't take away from the fact that what it does to them, you know, it's tough. If there was a way, any way that I could possibly say something to just open the eye for her to see, like, I don't know what that is. I haven't found that yet, because I feel like if I found that, I'd be on the phone trying to tell her.
He seems pretty sad. What do you guys think? Tell me what you felt from that little snippet of the interview. I can't wait till we see the whole one. But yeah, I feel like he's quite devastated because he loves his sons. And Britney also loves her sons, but she doesn't have anyone on her team telling her not to do this crazy stuff. And I think this is that, see that picture there? That was the first nude. This was the second one. And this was July 24. So what do you say? They haven't spoken to her in a few months. I think it's been a bit longer. They've probably been trying to say to her, can you stop doing it? You know, it's very odd. A lot of us, and myself included, thought this was the team doing it because she has the strangest Instagram known to man, where she uploads, deletes. But for some reason, the nudes always remain. And that's why I always thought it was the nasty team. It could still be. We actually never know until we can look at the person talking. Words are cheap. When people put out statements in words, anyone can write that, you know? But when you're looking in the person's face, in their eyes, having to feel what they're feeling, that's when you start to recognize something is different. I mean, I thought Kevin spoke very well, and he's probably tried every avenue, and Britney is unwell. We all know she's got some mental condition. Just tell us what it is, and then we can move forward and understand that, like if she's got multiple personalities, well, this is the other personality. I don't know, man, but I just feel in not knowing what her illness is, it just leaves everything to ambiguousness. You feel me? You dig? Anyway, that was pretty telling. I was pretty pumped with that interview, and I just can't fathom anyone having a go at Kevin or the kids, because he didn't say a bad word about Britney. He actually didn't. And the boys are just hurt and sad, which I can completely understand, because I do have a son that just turned 18. Don't go all mental because you're supposed to hate Kevin and you're supposed to hate Jamie. Jamie is from a very small town in Louisiana, and I don't think he's very clever. He went to Kevin to try and sort out how to fix this problem. They're both from Louisiana. What am I saying? Like, and then you've got, you know, evil people like Lou Taylor hanging around going, oh, I know how to fix it. Just let me in. And she orchestrated this whole conservatorship. She was the leader of it all. And she's a smart, snaky rat from LA. She ain't Stoops. She's not from a little country town. And I just think she takes advantage of people. That's my feeling. TriStar, they are the dark ones in this whole thing. Dad, Mum, you let it go on for far too long. I don't know what they had hanging over your heads, but yeah, you guys got happy, not working, and just getting money. Kevin, he got money because he was raising those kids, and I don't think anyone should have a go at him about not having a job or anything like that. He's raising Britney Spears' kids. Mum's not involved. I mean, can anyone get that? It's like, I don't know why people are so just deranged. Like, think about it logically. Anyway, her song's coming out because Elton put up Hold Me Closer on his Instagram. Yeah, good one. Good one. I don't believe she did it last week. I don't believe she did it a month ago. I believe she recorded it in 2015 when she put on her Twitter, I've just recorded Tiny Dancer. I mean, come on. You can't get more confirmation than that when it's written in black and white. So, yeah, they just remixed it like they did with all the other songs that he's been doing. They're gonna make money, and the thing that makes me mad with furious anger is that Sam is gonna get half of all the money that this song makes because he's now her husband, and that really shits me to tears. God damn you, Sam. Everything about you is wrong, and good luck with that. Anyway, guys, as I always say, the plot thickens daily. So, I'll see you tomorrow if I don't get another obscure strike. Anyway, remember, let the good vibes in and let the bad vibes out. You feel me? You dig? Cheers, ballers. Brr, brr.